Do you love smoky, rich, fall off the bone, juicy, tender ribs that just melt in your mouth? Me too, but that's for another video, okay? I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm doing a barbecue series, but today I'm talking about one of my favorite sides, which is coleslaw. Now, many people do not like coleslaw, but that's because they haven't had my coleslaw. This one has no mayonnaise. It's got really delicate, lovely flavors, and it's super easy to make. Let's get started. I've got two main ingredients. Today I'm using a large head of purple cabbage. You can use two smaller heads, one green, one purple, and you can also use just a large head of green. Whatever they've got at the store. Today they had purple, so that's what I went with. And then I've got two already peeled carrots. I'm going to put those in my food processor and grate them. I use the smaller grater because I just find it's easier to take a bite of the coleslaw when it's grated a little bit smaller, but you can also use this larger grater that is kind of more like what you'll get at the store if you buy bagged cabbage that's already grated. They both work great. They both work great. Let's prepare our cabbage to be grated. So I always take off the two outer leaves just because sometimes they're kind of yucky, but this one looks pretty good. And you want to make sure to core your cabbage. That part's tough and doesn't taste good today. It is at this point that we add 1 teaspoon of celery seed to the cabbage and carrot mixture, which I may have forgotten to mention at the beginning, and that's why we always read the ingredient list in the description box below, because when we're filming I get caught up in other things. Oops. All right, 1 teaspoon, sprinkle it, and mix. All right, let's make the real magic happen, and that is with the dressing. 1 cup of avocado oil. You can use any oil of your liking, but avocado is a clean oil that doesn't impart any flavor. 1/2 cup of white vinegar, 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 1/2 cup of honey, 1 sweet medium onion, 1 teaspoon salt, and 1 teaspoon ground mustard. Now we're going to put that all together. Of course, we're going to peel the onion and quarter it, and we're going to put it in a food processor, or you can use a blender as well. Blend it up, and that will make the yummy dressing for our coleslaw. Perfect. All right, we've got the dressing all blended together, and now we're going to combine it with the cabbage. I'm not going to add all the dressing at once because this is a lot of dressing and you don't want it to become too soggy. So I add just enough to make it so that it flavors it, it melds together, but I can always come back and add more later, even the next day. I do that much of the time. So I'll add some now, mix it up, and see just how much is going to need. Because your cabbage does sweat, so you'll see like the next day that it's reduced in size, and it's also kind of watery at the bottom. That's from the cabbage as well. Okay, so it needs some more. I'm holding my finger in the bottom so this middle part doesn't come out and cause a big mess. Okay, that might be enough to just saturate it. Let it sit overnight. Blend those flavors all together. Let them marry, as they say. You can see it's not soupy at the bottom at all. Not yet. It will be. It will be by tomorrow, though. So this is obviously not a complete barbecue. We've just got 2 of the components. So far we've only made 1, this beautiful coleslaw, but I wanted to show you what I'm going to show next time how to make is these juicy fall off the bone ribs. They're so tender and delicious. and not that hard to make. Okay, let's give this a try. Gotta get my napkin out. Wonderful, if I do say so myself. Give this a try. You saw how easy it is, and everybody loves it. To your help.